Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today's drive continues east on US Highway 98, concurrent with Hidden State Road 30A, starting at around mile 117 in Panama City as we cross State Road 77, which is signed here as Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Through this stretch, US 98 is an undivided arterial with 2 travel lanes in each direction and a continuous 2-way left turn lane down the center, serving a corridor of small businesses, side streets, and a surprising number of empty lots. As we clear the intersection, the surroundings alternate between active commercial properties and these open parcels, giving this part of Panama City a somewhat patchwork feel compared with the denser areas closer to downtown and St. Andrews Bay. Continuing east, we cross another at-grade spur of the Bayline Railroad, part of the regional short line system that serves industrial customers in and around Panama City and along the Gulf Coast. Just beyond the tracks, we enter Cedar Grove, a former incorporated town that existed as a separate municipality until residents voted in 2008 to dissolve the city government, returning the area to unincorporated status within Bay County. A short distance ahead, US 98 crosses State Road 389, which is signed locally as East Avenue and provides another north-south link toward US 231 in the northern side of Panama City. East of this junction, US 98 gains a grassy median and becomes a fully divided highway, while State Road 389 continues north and south as a surface arterial with signalized intersections serving industrial and residential areas. Turning movements here give access to warehouse districts, light industry, and neighborhoods that developed as Panama City expanded inland from St. Andrews Bay. US 98 soon carries us into the city of Springfield, a small municipality just east of Panama City that had an estimated population of around 8,200 residents in 2023. Springfield developed in the early 20th century as a residential and industrial suburb tied to the paper mill and port facilities along nearby St. Andrews Bay, and today it remains a working-class community with a median household income around $51,600 and a median home value near $209,000. Along this stretch, drivers will notice frequent guide signs pointing toward US 231, which crossed US 98 back in the previous video and then runs northeast away from this corridor. Each major north-south street like East Avenue, Transmitter Road, and others is signed for access to US 231 so traffic can be spread across multiple approaches instead of funneled into a single junction. As we continue, US-98 turns due south, shifting from its earlier east-west alignment and taking a more direct path toward Tyndall Air Force Base and East Bay. The grassy median added earlier continues through this curve and in places features low landscaping and plantings that break up the view of opposing traffic while still allowing for median openings at key cross streets. Even with these aesthetic touches, the road remains a busy commercial corridor with multiple signals, driveway entrances, and access to side streets serving nearby subdivisions and shopping areas. Farther along, we cross into the city of Callaway, an independent municipality that had a population of roughly 13,300 residents in the mid-2020s. Callaway functions as an eastern suburb of Panama City with a mix of older single-family neighborhoods and newer subdivisions, and a median home value of about $215,000 that reflects ongoing rebuilding and growth after Hurricane Michael. Median household income here is just under $70,000, putting Callaway slightly above Springfield and some nearby communities in terms of earning power. US-98 meets State Road 22 at a signalized intersection, a junction locals know as the connection with Wewa Highway because State Road 22 heads northeast toward Wewa-Hitchcock in Gulf County. This crossroads serves as an important inland route for drivers headed toward the Dead Lakes area and the interior of the Florida Panhandle, while US-98 continues to act as the main coastal side arterial. The surrounding area features typical highway-oriented development, including shopping centers, gas stations, and fast food restaurants that cater to both local traffic and drivers en route to and from Tyndall Air Force Base. A little further along, we cross Cherry Street, and here US-98 becomes the dividing line between two municipalities. Callaway remains on the east side of the highway to the left, while the city of Parker occupies the west side to the right. Parker is a compact, largely residential community situated on a small peninsula between Parker Bayou and East Bay, with an estimated population of around 4,500 to 5,000 residents and a median household income in the low $80,000 range. Its neighborhoods extend west from US-98 toward the water, giving Parker a more intimate, small-town feel compared with the busier commercial strip that continues on the Callaway side. Before long, we arrive at the eastern terminus of the US-98 business route for Panama City, where that business loop rejoins the main line and the hidden State Road 30 designation continues alongside US-98 while the equally unsigned State Road 30A concurrency comes to an end. This segment of our drive wraps up here just past the end of the business route on US-98 at about mile 123.7. Thanks for riding along today. We'd like to give special thanks to channel members Becky, Buck Doro, Kelby Bruvelis, Road Geek, JW8997, and Christopher Wren. You too can become a channel member for as little as $1 a month by clicking the link below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.